Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel, Tax Tutorials for MSME. Ang ating tutorial video ay tungkol sa pag-file ng percentage tax and income tax return using graduated income tax rates with optional standard deduction. Ang ating sample business ay may income na siya from the start of the year. So, may income siya from first quarter to second quarter. Kaya, ang ipapakita ko sa inyo ngayon ay kung paano mag-file ng first quarter at saka second quarter. Take note ng ating period covered sa first quarter ay from January 1 to March 31. Ang second quarter ay ang sales natin from April 1 to June 30. Ang deadline of filing ng quarterly percentage tax ay April 25, 2026. Sa second quarter naman ay July 25, 2026. Ito naman ang deadline para sa ating quarterly income tax return. For first quarter, May 15. For second quarter, August 15. So, pwede namang mag-file na ngayon para sabay na dahil madali lang gawin ang optional standard deduction. Kaya nyong gawin kahit wala kayong bookkeeper or accountant. Kung bago pa lang kayo sa aking channel, please don't forget to subscribe para updated kayo kapag may bago akong upload na tutorial video. Okay? Kailangang mag-download kayo ng offline EBIR Forms Package version 7.9.6.0. Yan ay makikita sa website ng BIR. May separate tutorial video na rin ako para sa installation ng EBIR Form Package. Kapag bago pa lang mag-fill up nitong form, kailangan mag-encode ng taxpayer identification number. For now, gagamitin ko lang yung 00 para hindi na ako mag-edit. RDO code, apartment rental, yung kanyang line of business. Ito ay makikita sa Certificate of Registration, BIR Form 2303, yung certificate na ibinibigay ng BIR upon registration. So, dito sa taxpayer's name, kapag individual, ang registered name ay last name, first name, and middle name. Kapag naman corporation, corporate name. Registered address, zip code, telephone number, and active email address para doon makakatanggap ng tax return receipt confirmation. Kung gusto nyong makakita ng sample ng tax return receipt confirmation, punta lang kayo sa aking FB page, Tax Tutorials for MSME, dahil nakapost sa wall ko yung sample tax return receipt confirmation. Okay, dito na tayo sa filing ng 2551Q. Version 2018. Version 2018 dahil sa train law na naging effective noong January 2018. Then, click fill up. Then, i-confirm ang taxpayer identification number and email address. Then, click submit. Pag hindi siya nag-match, i-edit lang ang profile. Then, click fill up. Ang deadline ng first quarter ay April 25, 2026. Pero papakita ko lang ngayon yung pag-file. 2026 first quarter. Pag first quarter, kailangang mamili between graduated income tax rate on net taxable income or 8% income tax rate on gross sales, receipts, and other income. May separate tutorial video ako para sa 8% income tax rate. For now, concentrate tayo sa graduated income tax rate on net taxable income. I-click lang, number 14, then choose PT010. Ang ating taxpayer ay apartment rental, so exempted from value-added tax for sales 3 million and below. Ang kanyang gross sales for first quarter ay 90,000. So, fill up ko lang. 90,000. Okay. Ang tax due ay 2,700. I-save ko lang and validate. Hindi ko na i-submit dahil nagawa ko na yan noong first quarter. Punta tayo sa BIR Form 1701Q. Kailangan kong gawin ito para ipakita yung flow from first quarter to second quarter. Next. Ito na yung ating BIR Form 1701Q. First quarter, single proprietor. Ang taxpayer type ay single proprietor. Alphanumeric tax code, business income, graduated rates. Then, makikita dito sa number 16, graduated rates per tax table. May dalawang pagpipilian na method of deduction, itemized deduction or optional standard deduction. Itong optional standard deduction ay nire-recommend ko sa mga business owners na ang kanilang line of business ay katulad nito, rental income, ang kanilang source of income, mga professional, freelancers, service-oriented companies. Itemized deduction naman ang nire-recommend ko kapag ang business ay trading, yung merong cost of goods sold. Katulad ng mga online seller na nagbebenta ng products nila sa online platform, yan ay may purchases and corresponding cost of goods sold. So, itemized deduction. At may iba-iba pang expenses. May iba tayong tutorial video para dyan sa itemized deduction. So, balik ako sa optional standard deduction dahil 40% of gross income, yan yung allowable deduction. Dito tayo sa number 11, date of birth. Okay, lagyan natin ng date of birth. November 10, year 2000, kunyari. Then, Filipino citizenship. Okay. Claiming tax, foreign tax credits, no. Take note, ang gamit natin ay graduated income tax rates with optional standard deduction. Ang information sa spouse, i-encode lang kung merong income yung spouse. Pag wala, wag nang isama. Dito tayo sa number 26, click tax due. Punta sa number 36, dito i-encode ang sales receipts for first quarter, 90,000. So, automatic siya na ang taxable income ay 54,000. Ang 40% of 90,000 is 36,000. So, net income is 54,000. Exempted yan sa income tax dahil 250 and below yung net taxable income. Meron ako ditong guide. Yan i-link ko lang siya. Ito siya. Pag ang income ay 250 and below, exempted. 40% ito. Ayan 0.4. So, non-taxable siya sa income tax. Pero may binabayaran tayong 3% percentage tax. Then, click save. Click validate. Okay. Hindi ko na isubmit dahil na-isubmit ko na yan noong first quarter. Tandaan natin dito sa page 2, yung net taxable income niya is 54,000. So, para hindi ka na bumalik, nandito na siya sa akin. 54,000. Okay. Punta tayo sa, balik tayo sa 2551Q. 2551Q, second quarter. Okay, click calendar, second quarter. Click itong from schedule 1. Then, balik tayo sa sales. 97,000. 97,000. Tax due is 2,910. Click save. Click validate. Then click submit final copy. Mayroong delay sa pagdating ng tax return receipt confirmation. Kaya, mas mabuting mag-screenshot nitong submit successful pop-up message ng EBIR form. If ever na hindi dumating yung tax return receipt confirmation, pwedeng mag-follow up sa BIR. Meron akong email na pinost kung saan pwedeng mag-follow up. Okay. Okay. Screenshot. Then, i-print yung form. Page 1. Page 2. Okay. Hintayin na lang na dumating sa email address ang tax return receipt confirmation. Punta na tayo sa 1701Q. Click fill up. Then, second quarter na. Single proprietor. Business income, graduated IT rates. Optional standard deduction. Birth date. November 10, 2000. Filipino. Then, claiming foreign tax credits, no. Dito tayo sa number 26. For this quarter, may sales tayong 97,000. Then, dito sa number 42, add taxable income from previous quarter. Nandito sa aking guide, taxable income from previous quarter is 54,000. Yan siya, nilagay ko, 54,000. Okay, total taxable income to date is 112,200, exempted pa rin sa ating income tax. Yun, ito, exempted. Exempted ang taxable income 250,000 and below. So, ang babayaran lang ng taxpayer ay ang 3% na percentage tax. Click validate. Yan, click submit final copy. Click OK. Click OK. Ang experience namin dito sa tax return receipt confirmation, delayed siya ng 5 days. Kaya magtiyaga lang pong maghintay ng tax return receipt confirmation. Delayed lang, darating din siya. Then, screenshot. Print. Okay. Save. My 1701Q. Second quarter 2026. Screenshot. Kung may printer, i-print na kaagad. Pag wala, i-print PDF lang muna. Print. Kung may printer, print agad. Pag wala, save muna sa PDF. Print. Okay. Page 1. Page 2. My page 2. Okay, tapos na tayong mag-file. Sana guys, may natutunan kayo sa aking tutorial video. Kung napanood nyo ito, please comment. Kung mayroon kayong additional questions or other concerns, pwede kayong mag-PM sa aking FB page, Tax Tutorials for MSME. Sa mga gustong mag-avail ng aking consultation at one-on-one tutorial sa bookkeeping and other tax compliance, pwede po kayong mag-book sa akin ng appointment. Thank you so much guys. Bye!